What, we'll have a coupon day or something.
Are you ready for a miracle? Set you free. Are you ready? Ready. Are you ready? Ready. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Alright, hey guys, so the Steam Autumn Sale was released yesterday and it lasts until November 28th. If you're not familiar with the Steam sales, basically the majority of the Steam store is currently on sale, so it's a great time to pick up some discounted games. So for this video, I just wanted to go through some of the highlights that I saw and also go through the event that's currently going on. It's the exact same event as last year. Basically, you're nominating games for the Steam Awards, and during the winter sale, you're going to be voting on various games that you think should win the Steam Awards. So for the nomination process, basically what's going on here is there's a ton of different categories. They're all pretty silly, but you can kind of decipher what each one is. For example, the first one, The World is Grim Enough. Let's just get a long award. This is a game that doesn't have a whole lot of violence, so something like Stardew Valley, for example. The second game, or the second genre, the Choices Matter award, I would say like, I don't know, like a adventure game or maybe something like Fallout 4. And there's just a bunch of different categories here, and you're able to nominate whatever games that you like. And by doing so, you actually earn a badge. It's a free badge. You get 100 experience for doing all 4 little tasks. You have to nominate at least one game in each category, play a game you've nominated, and review or update your review for a game that you've nominated. So for playing a game, all you have to do is launch a game that you've nominated. So that's a very easy one. You can just launch it and then close the game. And everything else is very self-explanatory and very easy to do. Just write a review for whatever game you nominated, and make sure you nominate a random game for each category. You don't have to own the games to nominate them, so kind of cool. You can just nominate whatever you want. And once you do all 4 tasks, you'll earn a badge. So pretty sweet free badge there. And going back to the Steam store, so as you can probably imagine, it's going to be impossible for me to go through all the sales. So instead, I'm just going to show you guys what I like to do during a sale, and it might be helpful for you to find something that you might find enjoyable. So the first thing that I would recommend is go to your Steam wish list. Here's my wish list. It's very, very long. There's tons of games on here. And I would just go through and just see if there's any games at a price point that you think is worth buying. You can also sort this by price, and you can see the cheapest games sorted through here. So if you want to just spend a couple dollars, you can. Otherwise, there's probably a bigger game that you have in mind. If that's the case, then go to the store page and then scroll down. And there's a little section, let me see if I can find it. It's kind of hidden right here. And you can see the top sellers. I think a very good idea is just to click on this global top sellers and just see what other people are buying, because generally speaking, the top sellers are very good games. So as you can see here, Grand Theft Auto 5 is $30. The Steam Link is $5, which is pretty interesting, but you do have to pay shipping and handling costs, so it turns out to be like $11 or $12. Scrolling down, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, $20. Assassin's Creed Origins has a $10 discount, so it's $50. Wolfenstein 2, which came out very recently, is already 50% off, so it's $30. That is a very good deal, at least in my opinion. The Evil Within 2, which also came out last year, or last month I think, has a 50% discount, so that's also $30. Rainbow Six Siege is $7.50, but that's for the starter edition. Not really sure what the starter edition includes. Apparently, you probably don't have access to all the different classes in the game, but I've never played Rainbow Six Siege, so I'm probably just talking out like I don't know anything about it. So but you can play the game for $7.50, so that's kind of nice. Dark Souls 3, $24. I don't think that's that great of a deal. Fallout 4 Game of the Year edition is $30, which is great, which includes the season pass with all the DLC. You can also pick up the base game for $15. So highly recommend Fallout 4. Wonderful game. Scrolling down, I mean, there's just a lot here. Black Desert Online for $5. You can get Sniper Elite 3 for cheap. I think it's like $8. I played that recently on my channel. It was pretty fun. So what am I even looking at? So the Sniper Elite pack. So as you can see, Sniper Elite 3 is currently $6. So that's actually a pretty good deal there. Rocket League is 10 bucks. Counter-Strike Global Offensive has a $5 sale, so it's 10 bucks if you're interested in picking up Counter-Strike, because I know a lot of people play that. Prey has a 50% off sale, so it's 20 bucks. That's actually pretty good because that came out this year as well. Rise of the Tomb Raider, $20. I mean, there's all sorts of good stuff here. I mean, Stardew Valley is $10. It's still kind of high since it's kind of old. But yeah, I mean, you can just go through this as long as you want. But going back, oh, Planet Coaster is 20 bucks. Planet Coaster is amazing, by the way. If you guys like Roller Coaster Tycoon, I highly recommend Planet Coaster. But yeah, I just want to go back to the main page and show you another thing you can do. If you're not looking to spend like a whole lot of money, you can go down to the same exact section as I showed you before. And below that, there's two tabs, under $10 and under $5. And it shows you, it like sorts them out by popularity or like top sellers under $10 and under $5. So as you can see here, these are all under $10. And something like South Park, The Stick of Truth is $7.50. Fallout New Vegas is $2.50. That doesn't really work too well on modern systems, but still a pretty good discount. So a lot of good stuff here. For some reason, it's showing games that are above $10 on some of them, which is strange. It's not supposed to do that, but there's a lot of good deals like Borderlands 2 for $5. There's a lot of good games, a lot of older games for $5 that are pretty good. I really want Ori and the Blind Forest, but I'm gonna wait till a little bit higher sale for that. Left 4 Dead 2 for $2. I mean, you can't pass that up. Gary's Mod $5. Civilization 5, $7.50. Bayonetta's $10. So that just released on PC, which is kind of cool. Terraria $6. But going back, you can also do that for under $5. And I think it's really nice to go through the under $5 section because there's a lot of like surprising games that you wouldn't expect to be on the like under $5 section. For example, Portal 2 for $2. That is a amazing deal. If you have not played Portal 2, I highly recommend picking it up, and also get a friend to pick it up as well because there's a co-op campaign. Had an absolute blast playing with a friend of mine, and the single player campaign is also fantastic. So yeah, I would just like pick up like most of this. Dishonored $2.50. I mean, that's amazing. Undertale $5. That's a great game. Castle Crashers for $3, Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes for $4. I'm pretty sure Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain is like $12.50. I highly recommend that game. So let me just look that up real quick. Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain is currently $16. Not the best deal, but I'm pretty sure they lowered the price recently. So $16 isn't bad. It's a wonderful open world game. I recommend it, even though it's not like the biggest discount. It's worth it. Half-Life 2 for $1. If you have not played Half-Life 2, I highly recommend picking up Half-Life 2. It's pretty awesome. And Episode 1 and Episode 2. So yeah, I can just like go through this for like hours and just go through all the games because there's just too many games to describe all at once. You can even get like Golf with Your Friends for like $4. Like everything's on sale for the most part. One thing I noticed that isn't on sale are like Final Fantasy games. And I'm sure there's tons of other games that are not on sale. Not everything's on sale, but for the most part, most games are on sale. And there's a lot of good stuff here. Also, if you wanted to, you can sort by user reviews, which is a good thing to do because it'll sort it by the highest, like overwhelmingly positive games to the least, the most negative games. So like the first page are all very good games. So I mean, this game is 50 cents, overwhelmingly positive. I played that on my channel. It's actually pretty fun, Orbit XL. And you can just like go through these and see if there's anything surprising that you may not be aware of and check it out. So that's pretty much all I have to say about the Steam Autumn Sale. I know I didn't get to everything. There's a lot more sales. I mean, there's a lot more things on sale that I didn't cover. Some less popular games, and I'm sure there's just like tons and tons of deals that would take me just forever to get through. So I would encourage you guys to go through it yourself. Just search your favorite genres, search your favorite games, and see if you can't find anything. Like even just like staring at this main page, you can see like DSX Mankind Divided, which is the newest one, is only $9. Great deal. And yeah, it's pretty good overall. But before I go, I wanted to mention that the Humble Store is also having their fall sale, and a lot of the same games are on sale on the Humble Store, But the reason why the Humble Store is a little bit better is because if you're a Humble monthly subscriber, you get 10% off. And everything you buy in the Humble Store, 5% of your purchase goes to charity, and the other 5% actually gets returned to you as credit. So you're saving an additional 5%. So it's around 10 to 15%. Additionally, I've noticed that the sales on the Humble Store are a little bit higher than on the Steam Store. So if you combine all those together, if you decide to buy something on the Humble Store, you're probably going to be saving a few dollars, and you'll be getting Steam keys. So no matter where you purchase the games, you're going to be getting the games on Steam. And if you do decide to purchase something through the Humble Store, I encourage you guys to use my referral link in the description below. Just click on that link before you decide to buy something on the Humble Store, and you'll be helping me out a little bit, which I'm really grateful for. So just to show you guys the difference in prices, I wanted to show you guys one of these publishers here. Just scrolling through Idea Factory. They're known for the Neptunia series, and a lot of their games are upwards of 90% off on the Humble Store. So like Fairy Fencer F is $269. Just scrolling down a little bit, let me find another one. Hyper Devotion or Goddess Blackheart, $269. And I'm pretty sure Neptunia U is also like $250. There's so many games here, yeah. So which one is the main game? I think it's down here. So it's $269 as well. If I go to the Steam store, you can see that the prices are a little bit higher. So Fairy Fencer F is $449. Hyper Devotion Noir is $449. So it's like $2 more. Also, I'll be getting 5% back if I purchase these games. So I mean, it's definitely a like better choice to use the Humble Store than use Steam if you are getting a bigger discount. Hopefully that makes sense. If you haven't used the Humble Store before, it's a great place. It's very trustworthy, and they're known for their bundles, but they have basically the same games that Steam does. They just sell the Steam keys instead of buying directly from Steam. So that is about it. There's a lot of games here on sale. I encourage you guys to just check it out. If you guys are a Humble monthly subscriber, make sure you check out the Steam store, the Humble store, because the extra 10% definitely helps if you're planning to make a big purchase. So that's all I have to say for today. Hopefully you found this video helpful. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting my channel, and have a nice day.